When most people hear the words Super League, they think one thing: the biggest schools are leaving everyone else behind. But I think that's exactly what's happening right now. Boise State loses stars, Tulane loses stars, James Madison loses stars, Coastal Carolina loses stars every year. The biggest brands take the best players, and everyone else is expected to pretend they're still competing for the same championship. I don't think that's sustainable. And I don't think it's fair either. Because this isn't about creating winners and losers. It's about letting every school play the game they were actually built to play, and that is college football. What's going on, everybody? I'm Bill Urban, the draft Yoda, your favorite draft nerd's favorite draft nerd. Last episode, we built the Premier League. 40 schools, 4 conferences, revenue sharing, player contracts, a system built for the biggest football brands in America. And the biggest criticism I think I'm going to hear is, what about everybody else? My simple answer is, not trying to get rid of everybody else, I'm trying to save them. The biggest lie in college football today is that every school has an equal opportunity. Let's be real, they don't. Let's use Boise State for an example. They recruit well, they develop players, they build NFL talent, and then the portal opens. A bigger school comes in, a bigger NIL package arrives, and that player leaves. And now Boise State starts over. Same thing happens at Tulane, happens at Appalachian State, happens at James Madison. The system that we're currently using doesn't reward development. It rewards having a bigger checkbook. And that's not Boise State's fault. It's not Oregon's fault. It's the system. And that's what we're trying to change. I call this league the American Collegiate Football Association, ACFA. Its purpose is very simple: protect regional football, protect traditions, protect schools that don't have $200 million in athletic budgets, and let them compete against schools with similar resources. No more coast-to-coast travel. No more pretending that Louisiana and Ohio State are operating in the same conference, same conditions, in the same game. They're not. The ACFA brings college football home to its roots and to its core. And the best part, for me, the absolute best part, is rivalries will be back. Instead of random televised matchups, you'll get built-in rivals, regional rivals. So let's take a look at the league. Now you've got teams like James Madison and Appalachian State playing in conference. You've got USF and UCF playing each other, Southern Miss and South Alabama. You've got teams that have regional buy-in playing each other. And not to mention, one of the greatest games in college football, Army versus Navy, is now a conference game. I'm not manufacturing rivalries. These are local teams playing local schools that fans will actually care about the game and will care about whether or not Kansas beats Kansas State, or if Cal and Stanford go at it this week. I can tell you from experience that Appalachian State James Madison game is an amazing game. Appalachian State Georgia Southern is a great rivalry. And here's something people are going to overlook: the travel costs. Imagine being a softball player from Appalachian State, having to travel across the country because football changed conferences. That just sucks. But you know what? The ACFA fixes that. Athletic departments will save millions. Student athletes will miss less classes. Fans will actually be able to drive to away games, and these schools will be able to survive in a landscape where currently they are not going to be able to. One of the best things about this model: everyone still gets a championship. The ACFA isn't a lower division, it's just a different division. Now, D1 isn't a thing. We are competing against like places. Your conference champions in this model, your 8 conference champions, will automatically make a playoff. At-large bids will fill out the bracket. You'll have home playoff games. There'll be regional excitement. Every school starts the season believing they can actually win a title. Tell me, does Boise State hosting a playoff game on the blue turf sound like it would be electric? Does App State under the lights on the Rock in December with the crowd chanting and the thunderous music going not make you believe that college football is back? If that doesn't get you excited, I don't think you have a pulse. It might sound strange, but I think the Premier League actually helps the ACFA. Because once Ohio State leaves, Boise State stops trying to become Ohio State. They become the best version of Boise State possible. Tulane stops trying to keep up with Texas and builds their own identity, and that will make college football special again. These schools will have identities, and we will get to see what matters again. The heart of college football is regionality, and the heart of college football is good college football games. Without having to chase down schools that you can't live in the same area with, these schools will be able to focus on their own programs, build their best rosters, build their best talent, and following the same rules of when you come out of college, when you come out of high school, you've got a 3-year contract. These schools don't have to worry about the big schools coming down and pilfering their school every year. Yeah, you'll have some guys that leave. The most talented guys will. But you know what? That's just how it happens. The more talented you are, the better you are, the more talent you want to play against, the better draft position you want to have, you will move up. It is what it is. I don't want to kill college football. I want to prevent college football from dying. The current system is slowly turning every school into a farm system for somebody who's richer, who has a bigger bank account, and who can pay players more. This says no. You belong here. You can build your own traditions. You can compete for your own championships. And you don't have to apologize for not spending like Alabama. You don't have to be South Alabama and try to spend your way like Auburn does. I've been on South Alabama's campus. It's a beautiful place. It's where they have the Senior Bowl every year. And it is a magical little town. But you know what it's not? It's not Alabama. It's not Auburn. It will never be that. Stop making them try to be that. So now, we've built two leagues, the Premier League and the ACFA. We've built for the schools inside them. They're both healthy. They're both sustainable. But there's one question. Would it actually work? What if we took a season and we played under this system? Who would make the Premier League playoff? Who would have won the ACFA championship? What games would have existed? What rivalries come back? And would college football actually be better? It's exactly what we're going to do next time in part 4. We're going to run a scenario. We'll see how this would have played out. I'm Bill Workman. I am the Draft Yoda. I'm your favorite draft nerd, and I'll see you in part 4.